Hello everybody, this is Current Cartoon TV. I am Outlaw and I'm joined with Gundam.
What's up, guys?
So we just got done watching Samurai Jack.
Love this episode. This is episode 8.
Yes it is, we only got 2 more episodes after this. Alright, so give me the synapse of that episode.
The synopsis of the episode is that the relationship between Jack and Ashi take a turn after they are hunted by the galaxy's deadliest creatures.
Oh yeah, they were hunted, alright.
And it was fantastic. Well, do you want me to start or do you want to go?
Go ahead, tell me what you like about this episode.
What I loved about this episode was, the back and forth between Jack and Ashi. They kept dancing around the fact that they had their feelings for each other. I loved, the whole cat fight on the transport and everything too. It was really, really nice and really choreographed pretty well too. The cats kind of reminded me of Bubsy. You ever remember that game back in Super Nintendo Genesis days? When the cat has an exclamation point on his shirt?
Oh yeah, I do remember that. I do like how every cat had a letter on their shirt and all that, and it actually spelled out, die Samurai Jack, die. So it seems like they're still hunting Samurai Jack.
I think that if he is part of Aku in some shape or form, I think that they're trying to still, trying to be the one who takes down Jack so they can get in their Aku's good graces or whatever. What did you like about this episode?
What I did not like this? Well, unfortunately, I did not like how Jack is more childish after getting his sword. And you kind of see that in the beginning where he's trying out these different foods and all that, being like so naive, not thinking about what's going to happen to him and all that, and he turned into a fish head.
He did turn into a fish head. That's something I was actually wondering about. We'll probably discuss this later in the episode, or later in this video, but how come that never was that a thing in the past I just didn't know about?
No, I don't remember it being a thing in the past or anything, but we did get Dr. Solberg on this episode.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't know, the merchant that was selling the food was actually voiced by the same person that does Zorgberg on Futurama, which the voice actor of Samurai Jack is also from.
That's true. He's Hermes.
Yeah.
And what else did you not like about the episode?
Lackluster color. I did not like the color of this episode. This was very dull. Nothing really popped out saying, hey, this is a cartoon.
I agree as well. It just, the lack of color did not, the past episode before this one was so colorful with the greens, the purples, the oranges when he was going through the different vision quests or whatever you want to call it. That was where the show strides and does its best, and it also did not further the plot very well, as far as, at least in my opinion, as far as the episode is concerned.
Yeah, this felt more like a filler episode, like one of those episodes that are between big battles and all that. We did see little teasers for the next week's episode, and we didn't see Ashi in there at all, but doesn't mean anything.
That's true. She might be captured, she might be doing her thing. They might split up and trying to cover more ground. Maybe she's going to talk to the other people while he goes and tries to stay off the Aku's men or everything. We don't know. This
episode was totally Zone 10 material filled episode.
100%. I was thinking the same thing. The entire episode is these sound bites are perfect for Zone's own creations that we know it's going to happen, and we know they're in production still. So yeah, we shall see.
Yeah, we're probably should stop talking this, or I'm going to have to change the rating of this episode. So, anyways, here comes the fun part. What do you give this episode?
Unfortunately, I will have to be the bearer of bad news and say this is the first episode I give a 4 out of 5. I love this episode, but can we compare it to the masterpiece that is every other episode prior to this? I have to give it a lower rating. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I'm going to have to do the same thing. This does get a 4 out of 5. I felt like they could have probably did a little better with the story on this. Even though the ending was great and it was bound to happen and all that, it just fell short a little bit to me. It felt really short. It just didn't bring my attention to 100%.
Same. I know they'll do better because I've seen better. So I know they'll be able to do better going forward. Maybe they just needed to have an episode like this to tell another story, but this show is not that long, and the show is about to end soon, and they can't have these type of episodes where it's not to the point and furthering the story, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, so, I really did feel like this episode was pushing more for fan service than storytelling. It was more going towards for Ashi's and her, let's go ahead and say sexiness. She's a very sexy character on this show, but this is not an anime.
This is probably the first time I've seen this type of censorship or this type of, like nudity type thing in Samurai Jack. Besides the part when she, took off the black that was made her part of Aku, that was put on her body or whatever.
But the whole time we were actually thinking that was a skin suit, so that went under the radar.
Exactly, and that made sense from a story perspective too, because it was her, getting rid of all of Aku's.
Yeah, and plus, I'm still wondering where the hell did they carry their weapons, but that's another topic I need to go over.
That's true.
So yeah, unfortunately, the Samurai Jack has been broken. It will not get a perfect score at the end of the season. And then now we have Stephen Bomb 6 that came out, and we're going to be going over those videos here soon, hopefully. That's
true. They did I'm not even going to go and join this one. This video is going to be long enough, but check that video out when it comes out, guys.
Yep. So like, subscribe, and get those notifications from our channel. And please put your comments down below. What did you like about this episode? What did you not like about this episode?
Make sure, guys, to spread the word. We really want to support the show and us as well too. The Cartoon Network's going to be doing really good things with the show going forward. We know that they're going to end it very, very well. Please support the show, and as always, stay frosty, guys.
Oh yeah, so follow us on Facebook. Look for Current Cartoon TV in the search bar. Go ahead and give us a like on there. Get all the news, updates, and all that if you're not on YouTube. Thank you, and have a good night.